Welcome home to Living Simple. In today's episode, we're going to be doing something a little bit different, and that is we are going to be handwriting our budget. Now, the budget I'm going to be showing you today is basically the most basic budget, the literally first type of budget that I started budgeting with. The reason behind this video is because I thought recently, after spending time with family, which is my nieces and nephews that are going into their teenage years and some in their early 20s, and how I would show them how to run their very first budget. Now, I know online a lot of people sell budgeting templates, and also you have budgeting apps, and I believe those to be the next level, but the very first thing starts with definitely writing out your budget by hand. So let's get into it. Let's go over our numbers for May 2023 and see what we got. All right, so let's get started. The very first thing that I'm going to do here is going to be write down our income for the month. So we'll just write it right here, and we're going to put a money sign, right? And then I'm going to put 6,383. You're going to see as I start going down, I kind of start like traveling down the page. It's a thing. So anyways, so you're going to see what I'm going to do. I'm only going to put a money sign on every time I calculate an income. All right, so you're going to see how that's going to work. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to subtract $300. And that is going to be, and then I'll do this. I'll put an arrow. And that is going to be, I'm going to put Dan's IUL. Okay, and that's my retirement plan. All right, so then I'm going to put a line. And then I'm going to subtract that, which makes it 6,000. And 83. And then I'm going to put another money sign. Now that's how I do it. So every money sign is basically a new equals from, if you understand what I'm trying to say. So 6,383 minus 300 is equal to 6083. And then I put another money sign. So every time I see a subtraction, I know that has been a deduction. And then over here tells you what is being subtracted. And then we move down from there. I do it in two different ways, which is either by deduction date. So whatever comes out soonest. So the first of the month is rent. So rent would be here. Hey, it's me. What I was trying to say in this clip that I explained so horribly was that I have two forms of breaking down my budget list items. One is by date that things are charged. So for example, if rent is due on the 1st of the month and your phone is due on the 3rd of the month and your car payment is due on the 5th of the month, you would subtract them from your income by date order. The second way is to do them by order of priority. So we do our RULs first, which are contractual deductions, aka we have to pay them no matter what. Then we do fixed and variable expenses and so on. We like to do it the second way, which is by order of priority. So we know what's most important gets paid first. Now, let's get back to the video. It's going to be $800. Okay. Minus 800 is equal to 4,683. Okay. Another money sign. Good. And then we're going to be phone bill. And the reason I also like to do it like this is because in case let's say there's a miscalculation, right? Or you accidentally clear your calculator, you can just go back to the last sum and then punch that in. So I accidentally just cleared my calculator. So 4683 minus 100 is equal to, right? Minus 100, and that is phone bill. Okay, that is 4583. Another money sign. Okay, so we're gonna move on down here, and then we got $65, and that is for the internet. Okay, minus line minus 65 is equal to 4,518. Okay, money sign. All right, And then we have car insurance, which is $230. Okay, minus 230 is equal to 4,288. Okay, money sign. Okay, and then we have, so next we have, so that's basically our retirement and expenses. Okay, I'm sorry, and that's our fixed expenses. So we have retirement, fixed expense, fixed expense, fixed expense, fixed expense. Now we're going to be moving into our fluctuating expenses or our variable expenses, depending on, whatever you want to call them. So next we're going to do subtract, and we're going to subtract 300. And that's going to be for gasoline. Now, as you guys know, I travel for work. I have a long commute. It's 40 minutes, about 70 miles a day. So, we do see that go. It is, what it is. Obviously, with Angelica, we're going to be shooting for about 250 this month. So we'll see how that works. But again, we have been trying to go into New Jersey to buy gasoline. So again, it's tough, but we'll see. All right, so 4288 minus 300 is equal to 3988. Okay, money sign. So starting here, we're gonna put our first where we left off, 3988. Okay. Then the next thing we're going to subtract is going to be the groceries. So we're going to subtract 300. We're going to do 300 for groceries, right? I'm going to put over here, groceries. Okay. And then that's going to be minus 300 is equal to 3688. Okay. Money sign. Good. Now this is where I would go into our debt, but we're actually out of debt right now, which is a great thing. Again, if you missed that one, a few months ago, we paid off the rest of our debt, which was a great plus. Now, for this month, we also have Amazon Music, which I think we have decided with Angelica, which is $10. Okay, we're going to call this one. Okay, so that'll bring us to 3,678. Money sign. Okay, so now with Amazon Music, we can see that we are planning on getting rid of that for this month. I think this might be our last month with Amazon Music. So moving on, we have Apple Cloud, which is $4. All right, minus 4 line over here. Apple Cloud. Okay. That'll bring us to 3,674. Money sign. Okay, good. Freelance, which is, what we have invested. This month, I'm not going to do it, but next month, I will be ordering a new microphone for our setup. I'm going to be doing some DIY videos outside, and the sound on board with this camera isn't great. So I'm going to be upgrading to a wireless lavalier. And I believe that's going to be like $100. So next month will be, not this month of May, but for June, we're going to be doing that. So in terms of next is going to be kind of like our guilt-free spending that we like to call it. And we really like this restaurant. It's called Shabu Garden. And basically it's like a make your own soup kind of place. It's Korean. And it's awesome. We were introduced to it by our brother-in-law. And we've been going all the time. So we kind of like going once a month. It is expensive, but at the same time, you leave absolutely full. And it really isn't terrible for you, if I'm being honest. You're getting meats, veggies, you pick your own veggies, you pick your own meats. And I get literally a simple, pork bone broth. And it's just so good. I absolutely love it. So that is $100. So minus 100, and that's going to be we're going to call it eating out, but we all know where we're going. We're going to Shabu Garden. Okay. Perfect. Okay, now we're going to subtract that. Okay, 3,574. Okay, perfect. Next, we have our sinking funds, which I don't want to step on the toes of Angelica, but she has pre-designated the sinking funds. Now, as we know, we have a section of our sinking funds that we call the expected, which basically encapsulates our car insurance, our car registration, our Descript, which is the program I use to do screen recordings off of the computer, vidIQ, which is what we use for it's like an online program that you use for like video research for YouTube, and our CPA tax filing. These are all charges that we know that are coming, and we preemptively save for them. So again, the total for that whole little section that I just ran off to you guys is $72. Okay, so we're going to subtract that. Okay, I'm going to just call that expected. Okay, 3502. Okay, now this is where we get into the fun of it. So basically, for our sinking funds, we're going to be doing things like, household items, house saving. We're calling one of the sections called HABA, which is basically HABA non-foods, which is a term I learned in the grocery industry when I worked at several supermarkets. HABA stands for Health and Beauty Aid, which is essentially shampoos, body washes, your Advil, and your first aid stuff. That's the HABA. And then you have like the non-foods, which is basically household. Non-foods would be like toilet paper, paper towels, disposable utensils and stuff like that. So what I'm going to be doing is kind of going through what Angelica has over here for us to be allotting. And we'll see. Again, stay tuned to her videos. It might change. So again, take this with a grain of salt. For right now, this is what we have allotted. So for household, we'll start with that one in no particular order, $40. Okay. Okay. Okay, 3462. Money sign. Okay, good. Our personal, which is going to be basically like what we're going to be giving ourselves to use for whatever we want. It's going to be $40 each, so we're going to do minus 80. Okay, sorry. Okay, personal. Sorry, forgot how to spell there for a second. We'll call it A and D. Okay, so minus 80 is equal to 3382. Okay, so we left off with 3382. Money sign. Okay. So now we're going to be going over our new car. So this is going to be a small amount that we put toward our new vehicle. Make this line longer. I'm going to write right here, new car. Okay. I'm going to do money sign 3382 minus 15 is equal to 3367. Okay. Next, we're going to do our vacation, which is going to be $20. I know that's little, but you're going to see why later we had to make some sacrifices for this, even though this is coming up next month. So this is going to leave us with $33.47. Yes, that's right. And then money sign. Okay. Next, we are going to be taking out our house saving for this month. Our house saving for this month is going to be $3,100. We are very much prioritizing our house saving. That is going to be the majority of what we're going to be spending the large part of our savings on, which is why we are doing like, these budgets and making sure that we're living as frugally as we possibly can. And that'll leave us with $247. Okay. And then money sign. There you go. So leaving us with $247, we are going to be allotting that minus $20, and that's going to be dog care. Okay, which is going to leave us at $227. And then we have to minus $20 for our car care. And this is starting to get like ramping up because it's that time of year. Now that I have the opportunity to work on the cars outside, I'm really trying to get after it. We're going to call this car care. Okay, that's leaves that to 207, money sign. And then we have gifts. So gifts is going to be $20. Okay. So 207 minus 20 is equal to 187. We said this is gifts. Okay. Now this is going to leave us with $187. Now what we're going to be doing with this, all right, I like doing this. I'm sorry, I just messed this up. Okay, great. Pretend that didn't happen. We're going to go over here, 187, okay, dollars. We're going to go bam, 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 bam. I'm going to call this left over. I know that's a little bit sloppy, but basically this is going to be kind of like a miscellaneous buffer that we're going to leave for this month. I know we usually don't do this, but for this month and what we've been seeing with our past months is we have been doing like, things have been coming up kind of last minute. And the point of these budgets is to avoid these last minute things from happening. But now I did it on this plain white paper with this red marker so that you guys can kind of see it plainly. If you guys enjoyed this video and if you guys enjoyed spending time with me today, I really would like and appreciate if you guys could like the video and subscribe. Again, we're trying to put out 3 videos a week. It's a little tough, but we're trying our very best. I really love speaking with you guys. We appreciate every single follower, every single view, every single like. I hope to, talk to you guys soon. So we will see you guys next time.